This tutorial will teach you how to cut and sew a perfect mermaid skirt. Yes, an airline skirt if you would love to call it that. So next week is my birthday and I'm making an outfit for myself. It's going to be a skirt and blouse. So this is a skirt and the blouse is going to be a funnel corset. Yay! Would you like me to video the process of making the funnel corset? If you would love me to video it and upload it on YouTube for you, just drop it in the comment section of this video. Drop it, let me know if you would like to see a video on that. Then I will video the process and send it to you as usual. Okay, so welcome back to my channel. My name is Esther Prara. In this channel I share detailed cutting and sewing tutorial every Tuesday, so go ahead and tap on the subscribe button so you don't get to miss any of my latest sewing tips and tricks. Without further ado, let's jump into class. So guys, here are the fabric I'm going to be using. This is a lace fabric and I'm going to be using 3 yards. Then this is my lining. I'll use it as a support fabric and the lining. So now I've drawn my starting point line. I just mark 1 inch just to indicate my starting point line, and on the center front I drew 1 inch too, just to indicate where I'm starting my markings from. So now I'm going to mark my skirt length. My skirt length is 42 inches. My skirt length is 42 inches, so that's what I marked there. I've drawn the line. Next, the line I'm going to mark is a box. I'm going to create a box so that we will have our front and our back. So I'll be using my hip measurement to create that box. My hip is 41. I will divide 41 into 2. I will get 20.5. So that 20.5 is what I'm going to mark across now. Just follow me step by step. You will understand it. This thing is not difficult at all. Don't be scared. When you hear pattern drafting, don't be scared. So I'm marking 20.5. That is what I am marking now. So I'll mark it from top to bottom. Top to bottom. So I'm going to connect the lines now. So this box you are seeing, I mean BOX. This box you are seeing now, the width of this box is 20.5, which is my hip measurement divided by 2. I said my hip is 41. 41 divided by 2, I got 20.5. That is what I use in creating this box. Do you get it? Okay. So now that we have gotten the box, the next thing we want to do is to shear this box into 2 so that we'll have front and back. Do you understand? So if we divide this 20.5 into 2, we are going to get 10.25. Do you understand? So I'm going to mark 10.25 just to shear this box into 2 so that we can have front and back. We are going to be marking the front and back simultaneously. Please, I'm begging you, don't be confused. This thing is very simple. Just follow what I'm saying and follow what I'm doing and you will get yours correctly. Okay? So now I'm connecting the lines. I've divided this box into 2. So I'm connecting the lines. So we have successfully sheared this box into 2. Now I'm going to label it. So this is my center front. Everything I'm going to be marking for the front to be going towards this way. And this is my center back. Everything I'm marking will be going towards this way. Are you seeing it? So front will be going towards this way, back will be going towards this way. So now the next thing I want to mark is my waist to hip. My waist to hip is 9 inches. You have to measure it on your client, or you can use 8, 9, 10, depending on the height of the person. So I'm going to draw it across. So this line I mark now is my waist to hip measurement. I'll label it waist to hip measurement. Then the next line I'm going to mark is my waist to knee. My waist to knee. Usually you don't mark this to your knee. You go above your knee, like 3 inches above your knee. So mine is 19 inches. So I'm going to mark 19 inches and I'm going to mark it across. You can use like 3 to 4 inches above your normal knee so that you can walk with the mermaid skirt, so that you can walk very well. So I'm going to connect the lines. So from the top now, this is my waistline measurement. This is my waist to hip line. This is my waist to knee line. And the bottom is my skirt length. So now the next thing I want to do is to mark my waist measurement. So my waist is 30. 30 divided by 4 is 7.5. So I'm going to impute 7.5. At the front, I'm not going to add that, but at the back, we'll add that. So just ignore, no that. So I'm going to connect down my waist measurement to my hip. You know, I'm not going to measure my hip again because I use my hip in creating this box. So I'm just going to connect from my waist to my hip. You see it? Perfect. I just connected it to that line because this box was created using my hip measurement. Now on the knee line, I'm going to minus 1.5. From that line there, I'm going to just take out 1.5. This means that altogether I have removed 6 inches from my hip to get the measurement there. If you don't want it too tight, you can just take away 1, but I took out 1.5. You can also do 2 if you want it to be very fitted at the knee area, but I think 1.5 is just perfect for everybody. So the next thing I want to do is to connect that my knee measurement straight down. I'll just take it. If it were to be a pencil skirt, all you need to do, the same thing you remove from this knee line, you're going to remove it at the bottom of your skirt. But since I'm still going to turn this into an A-line skirt, so I'm just going to return it back to the line. You see it? I'm just going to return it back to the line. But if you are making a pencil skirt, just the same thing you remove from the knee, just remove it from the bottom. You see it? So let's go to the back. We are done with the front. So for the back now, the first thing I'll do is to take my back tightening so that I'm going to have a very beautiful contour at the back. So I'm going to take 1 inch from this center back. I'll take 1 inch. So instead of connecting it down, I'm going to go up from my hip line by 1 inch, and I'm going to go down by 1 inch so that it doesn't press my bum bum. Like to give me a very good fit at my bum bum. So this 1 inch back tightening that I did, I'm going to connect it to that 1 inch that I went up by. You can see that I didn't connect it to my hip line. I went up by 1. So now I'm going to mark my waist measurement, and I'm going to start from the new line because this part is going out. It's not part of our measurement anymore. So see where I'm going to mark my waist measurement from. From that point, I'm going to mark 7.5. Then I'm going to add 1 inch for that intake because there will be that at the back. It's going to give you more fitness at the back. So now I'm going to connect that to my hip line. So now that 1.5 I took out for the front, I'm going to shear it in between the center back and the side back. So if we shear that 1.5 into 2, I'm going to get 0.75. So I'm going to use 0.75 on this side. Just watch what I'm doing, please. Then I will remove this other 0.75 from this side so that whatever we have at the front on the knee is the same thing we are going to have at the back. You see it? So now I'm going to connect from that part, from my hip line down to my knee line. And on this part, I'm going to connect it from that 1 inch that I went down by. I'm going to connect it there. Beautiful. Awesome. So the next thing I want to do now is to connect it back to the line. You see it? I told you if it were to be a pencil skirt, a straight skirt, whatever I did on the knee line, that's what I'm going to do on the skirt length line, on the hem line. Do you understand? But this one, I just took it back to the center front line and the side line so that we can have enough room to do our A-line. So now the next thing I want to do is to remove the excess at the front. You know, usually if you don't remove this excess, your skirt will be folding at the front. So I'm going to go down by 1.5 and I'm going to connect it back to my waistline. You see it? You can use a straight ruler. It works too. It's not necessary you must always use a curve here. Use a straight ruler. Try it and it will come out nice too. So our front is done. So we are going to go to the back. Let's mark our dart for the back. So I'm going to use my nipple to nipple measurement to get my dart distance, which is 3.5. And the length of my dart is going to be 6 inches. So I'm going to mark 6 inches. And I'm going to mark I want to get what I have, the length here, then so that I can get a straight line. I just want a straight line. That's why I'm measuring it. So just draw a straight line there. After drawing the straight line, our dart intake is 1 inch. That means on this line, I'm going to put ½ inch on both sides. ½ inch on both sides. And I'll connect my dart. So after connecting my darts, what I love to do is to try and close my darts. Then I'll show you a little alteration you have to do to make sure that your skirt at the back fits perfectly. So I'm going to try and close my darts. I'll close my darts, then I will go down on the center back. After closing the darts, I will go down on the center back by, first I mark half, but I noticed half was too much. You can use quarter. I marked half here, but I didn't use that half. I later used quarter. When I'm drawing it the ruler with the ruler now, you'll see that I use 1/4 inch. I went a little up than that half. Okay, so see it, I use 1/4 of an inch and connect it back. Good. So if you do it like this, your skirt will not be going up at that center back, it will just relax. So now we are done with drafting our front and our back pattern. So all we need to do now is to cut it out. Just watch what I am cutting. Please follow the lines. I'm just labeling everywhere: center back, side back, center front, side front. So let's cut out. So guys, what I'm doing here is just to curve the hip very well to avoid any sharp points. Then we'll continue cutting. So guys, we are done cutting. This is the front and this is the back. So now we are going to alter it into our mermaid skirts or A-line skirts. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to shear what I have on the knee there, that knee line there. I'm going to shear it into 2. I'm going to just measure what I have there, then get the midpoint. I'll also do that at the bottom. I'll go down and get what I have at the midpoint, then I'll connect it into a straight line. This same thing I did at the front, I'll do it at the back too. I'll get the midline. So I'm marking it at the bottom so that I can get a straight line. We just want a straight line from the knee line. Please note where I'm taking it from. It's from the knee line down. So I'll do the same thing for the back. I'll get the midpoint, then get the midpoint below too, then draw a straight line. Then we are going to cut it. So for the front, we are going to cut one side, but for the back, we are going to cut both sides. You see it? So now let's cut out. So see, I'm cutting it. I'm cutting that straight line that I drew. So when I get to the knee line, I will go to my left. Is that left or right? Okay, that's right. Okay, so I'm going to go to my right. You see, that's the way we are going to spread it, and it will turn into an A-line skirt, a mermaid skirt. So for the back, I'm going to slash from the bottom. When I get to the knee line, I will slash to the left and to the right. Then we are going to spread on our fabric. So guys, I've brought my fabric, I've placed my pattern on it, and now we are going to spread. I've pinned it. I'm going to show you how we are going to spread it now. All you need to do is to just spread. You see the way I spread it? Just move the one by the side, that one that we cut. A guide for you is the distance between that knee line and that spread should be like 1.5. 1.5 is okay for a moderate mermaid skirt, so that you will not go and overdo and your fabric will not be enough. So 1.5 is okay. So see what I did. Now I'm going to add allowance. So I'm going to add 1 inch by the side. At the top, I'm going to add 1/2 inch, and below I added 2 inches. So that's what I'm just going to do. I've told you all the allowances that I added. So now we are just going to cut it out like this. Make sure you add 1/2 inch at the top. You see it? So I've gone ahead to cut it out. I added the inches the way I told you, 1/2 at the top, 1 by the side. I added 2 at the bottom. You see it? The center is on fold. The center is on fold. So now this is the back. What I did for the back is I spread it. After spreading both sides, at the bottom of the center back, I went down with like 8 inches so that the back will be longer. We will have a little tail, but the side back is 2 inches, the same 2 inches that we use at the front, so that when you join the side, they'll be equal. But at the center back, you can do anything you like. You can make it very long. You can have a long train. So me, I added only like 8 inches. Then what I did at this center back, I did not start drawing the A line from that knee line. I went up by 3 inches. You see it? Before I now draw the line, the A line. That will give you a perfect fit at the back. please take note. Then I added half inch. I continued with half inch at the center back, and I added 1 inch by the side. You see it, I added 1 inch by the side, and at the top I added half inch to join. So I'm just going to cut out. I hope you understand. So I'm just going to cut it out now. So guys, I want you to take note. This is the lining. We are going to use it as the support fabric. This is going to be under the lace. This is the one that is going to be directly under the lace. So I'm going to use this one that I'm cutting to cut exactly for the lace. Then I will now cut another one we are going to use as the lining. Do you understand? This is the support fabric. This is the one that is going to be directly under the lace. Then we'll cut another one that will be shorter. That one will now be for the lining piece. I hope you understand. Okay, so let me bring my lace now. I'm going to cut exactly. So I'm just showing you. This is how it looks. Okay, so I'm going to bring my lace now. I'll cut it. I think I cut it behind camera. So I'll show you the lace now. I cut it exactly. The lace, I cut it exactly like this. So guys, here is the lace, and I cut it exactly like I said. So guys, this is the lace. I've placed it. I cut it exactly, so I've placed it over the fabric that we just cut. So I'm going to use my sewing machine to hold them down, but you can use glue. I see some people using glue. They will just spread glue around it to hold it. That works too, but me, I like to sew them down. So I'll sew them down. This is the back. I also cut it exactly, and I'll use my sewing machine to sew the edges to hold the two together, so both of them become one. You understand? Then we'll now cut lining for it. These are the two center backs. So I will go ahead and hold them together, then we'll cut the lining. So let's cut the lining piece now. So this is the lining piece. What I just did is I just reduced the length. That's all. It's the same thing. The difference is I reduced the length. That's how I cut it. So now let's start sewing. So the first thing we'll do when we want to sew is to join the zip. So I'm going to bring the two center back together like this. I'll put them together. Then I'm going to mark where I want my zip to stop. Usually your zip should stop around 9 to 10 inches. That's where your zip should stop. So I'm going to mark that 9. I mark 9.5 plus the half inch allowance at the top. So now from that part, I'm going to sew straight down. I'm going to leave that upper part for zip. That's where we are going to attach our zip. And you know it's half inch allowance I added to my center back. So I will leave that part. Then I'll go ahead and sew from that where my zip will stop. So now I've fixed my zipper. You should know how to fix zipper now, auntie. I know. So I also held my dart. You see the dart, and I'll go ahead and press it. See my zipper looking very beautiful. So I'm going to put my front over it like this. Then I will impute my waist measurement, my hip measurement, my knee measurement. Then I'll just go ahead and join. Just impute your measurements: waist, hip, knee, then join. So that is for the main fabric. After I join it, we'll come back to sew for the lining. So let me go ahead and join it. So guys, I've joined it. You see how beautiful it is looking. Our skirt is coming out very beautiful. Don't you like it? So let me show you the inside. So this is what the inside look like. So go ahead and press it. Just press everything. Let everything come out beautiful. So now this is the lining piece. What I'm going to do with the lining piece is exactly what I did to the main fabric. I'm going to go ahead and put the center back together like this, and I will leave the zipper allowance just like we did for the main fabric. I will leave the zipper allowance. We use 9.5. We left 9.5, but this one will go down like 10.5. 10.5 the length. Don't make it the same length. Let the zipper part of the lining go down more than the main fabric. So I use 10.5 here. Then I'll sew the remaining parts with half inch, just like we did for the main fabric. So let me do that. I've done that now. This is it. So now for us to attach this, I also sew the darts for the lining. So I'm just losing the zipper allowance. I use gather stitch to sew it first so that I can press it. So now what I will do to attach them together, to attach both the lining and the skirt now together, this is what we are going to do. I'm going to bring the main fabric, then I will put the lining over it. See what I'm doing? Wrong side facing wrong side. Are you seeing it? wrong side facing wrong side. Then I'll just turn it over. You see what I did just now? I just turn it over. Then I'll now attach the lining to the zipper allowance of the skirt. You see it? I'll go ahead and sew it. Yes, I'll go ahead and sew it. Let me pin it so that you see what it looks like. So I'm just pinning it so that you see what it will look like after you finish joining it. So you see how neat it is. So I'll do the same thing for this second side too. I'll just lift it up, pick the zipper allowance, and pick the zipper allowance of the main clothes, the lining and the clothes. I'll just go and sew very close to the zip. That's all you need to do, my sister. To give you neat finishing. You will see how beautiful the skirt will be looking inside and outside. So let me go ahead and sew it. Then after sewing it, let's assume we have sewn it. After sewing it, I'll now bring the front over it. We're still talking about the lining, no? So I'll bring the front over it like that, right side facing right side, right side facing right side. Then I will shape. Now we are shaping only the lining. Don't shape we have already shaped the main skirt. So I'm going to put my waist, my hip, and I will just shape it. So go ahead and shape it, only the lining. So let me shape it and I'll show you what it looks like. So guys, I'm done shaping it. Let me show you. Let me turn it inside out. So this is what it looks like after shaping the lining. See how neat it's looking on the inside. What is left to do now is to finish up the waistline. I want this skirt to be a bandless, but you can fix a band, but I want this skirt to be a bandless. So I'm going to sew inside out. I'm going to put it right side facing right side, the lining and the clothes. I don't know if you're understanding what I'm doing. Let me turn it out. I will turn it over now so that you see it. Let me turn it to the back. Let's just turn it. When you turn it to the back, all you need to do is to hold the right side of the fabric to the right side of the lining. Then you just sew round the waist, making sure that all the sides, they are matching up. The dart point of the lining, the dart point of the main skirt, they are matching up. You see, I've turned it. So I'm going to sew from one end, from one zipper allowance. I'll sew round to the other zipper allowance. That's what I'm going to do. So guys, I've gone ahead to sew it inside. So let me turn it to the other side so that you see it. Then we'll cut off the zipper. So this is it. I'll just cut off the excess zipper on both sides. Then turn it to the front. Then you give it a good press so that the lining stays in. Another tip is you can put hemming gum when you are sewing it so that by the time you turn it, when you press it, the lining will go inside. So yeah, I've not pressed it. Just go ahead and press it. Press it very well with your steam iron so that the lining part will go inside. So this is our beautiful skirt. Eee! So what's left? The last thing to do is to use your crinoline to finish the bottom. So I'm going to use my crinoline to finish the bottom. Let me just show you briefly how to use your crinoline to finish the bottom. So this is my crinoline. What I will do is I'll just start from the bottom and I'll place my, see the way I'm placing the crinoline? Just place it like this and sew it round. Then you take it in and top stitch. You see it? Make sure before you start putting your crinoline, make sure you finish the tip with your lining. Just use your lining fabric to cover that sharp edge so that it doesn't irritate you, it doesn't touch your skin. Then just place the crinoline like this, then sew it round your skirt, then turn it in and top stitch, and you are done. This is the best way to finish your skirt.